Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Ali Makmur Tarihoran as the one of the presenter of the 8th International Conference on English Language and Teaching. Here, my research about formal instruction and on acquisition of speaking. Okay, for what is actually formal instruction? Based on As the Kaiser 2010, formal instruction, the success of study abroad depends on a great deal on mostly formality instruction, acquire declarative and procedural knowledge of the target language. Then, based on Noonan in Kaya 2006, defines speaking as the use of language quickly and confidently with a few unnatural vowels, which is called as fluency. Speaking is the process of building and sharing meaning through the use of verbal and nonverbal symbols in variety of contexts. Here, the researchers make some way or how to do the formal instruction itself. First, there are 7 that we need to prepare before we do the formal instruction. The first is prepare all the material. Here the researcher prepares such as a pencil or pen and paper to write the notes. Because the researcher here do the library research, so that's why pencil, pen or paper are some important parts on this research. Then the second one is arrange the bibliography. Bibliography is the notes about main source or the main resource that will researchers use for research. Something such as like in this research, the main resource of this research is a library research, journal, and article, and so many more. The third one is arrange the time. In this case, it depends on the researcher how to set the time as good as possible, like plan how long the researcher to finish this research. It's here the researcher need the good set time to plan, like when finish the research itself. Number 4 is read and make some notes. It means what the researcher need on the research. So there is no something baffled. Because the research is about the library research, so the researcher need to read more and make more notes than the usually. The next is decide the focus on the research. Here the researcher focus on the formal instruction of acquisition on speaking. So we need to choose the main goals, or we need to choose our focus on one of the research. Next is prepare data presentation. After we do the 5 way, we can prepare data presentation to present in front of the audience or the reader itself, and then make the report to help the audience or the reader easier to understand about our research. Here the result and discussion about the formal instruction on acquisition of speaking. There are 3 results and discussion. The first one is the delayed effect of instruction. Based on Lickbone in 1985, formal instruction I provide hooks, point of access for the learner. According to this view, we should see instruction as an acquisition facilitator. It means the instruction is just a facilitator, just the provider. Seliger 1979, it speeds up learning in the long term, helps to prevent the kind of grammatical facilitation found in adult naturalistic. The second result and discussion is instruction can work directly. Yes, instruction can work directly if it can have an immediate effect on the learner's ability to perform the target structuration, the natural communication. However, not all the structure or teachable and teachable structure have to talk at the right time. It means that we can choose and we can decide the right time. The effect can work directly. The third one is declarative knowledge serves as a facilitator of the ultimate or the main procedural knowledge by helping to make the firm salient that would otherwise be ignored by the learner itself. Here the conclusion. Some of conclusion can be taken from the study. Firstly, using formal instruction can have a delayed effect, direct effect, and also contribute to declarative. Instruction can work directly to perform the target structures and natural communication. Instruction can has delayed effect that can contribute to declarative rather than procedural effect. Then rather than the procedural knowledge. Okay, so it's about my presentation about formal instruction on acquisition of speaking. If you have, thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.